56 of my daily video vlogs. It is March the 14th, 2015, and it is 10:04 p.m. Hey, I wanted to follow up with yesterday's video, and in yesterday's video I asked a question. What is the number one thing that has affected the most people's lives that has been invented? I had two comments on there. I had two comments. One was the discovery of oil. And then also the second one is language. So we're going to go through those. I don't know if those would be considered inventions. Language is something that wasn't created. Although everyone uses language, I don't know if you would consider it as part of this group. The discovery of oil I know is big, but I don't think it's on this list. There may be some oil things on here, so I'm not going to list them all. Since I can't list, take a picture and make a link to a picture, a website from a picture. I can only link to videos. In the description below is this list. This is from the Atlantic, and I'm going to put in the description. I'm going to put a link to the website. So, it's the 50 greatest breakthroughs since the wheel. Now, I'm not going to read them all. You can go through and read them. Some of them were very interesting. Number 50. The number 50 from the 1930s is the combine harvester. Mechanized the farm, freeing people to do new types of work. So, number 50 is the combine harvester. 45 and 44 were very interesting. 45 was television, and 44 was air conditioning. Very, very interesting. I'm going to move up here. Number 39 is oil drilling, 1859. So I guess discovery of oil is on there. I'm going to move up a little bit here. Number 33, pasteurization, 1863. One of the first practical applications of Louis Pasteur's germ theory. This method for using heat to sterilize wine, beer, and milk is widely considered to be one of the history's most effective public health interventions. So that's very, very interesting. Number 32, the cotton gin. Number 29, photography, early 19th century. Changed journalism, art, culture, and how we see ourselves. Number 28, radio, 1906. Number 27, the mechanized clock, 15th century. Number 26, the telegraph, 1837. Before it, Jules Moncure says information could move no faster than a man on a horseback. Number 24, the telephone, 1876, allowed our voices to travel. Number 21, nuclear fission, 1939, gave humans new power for destruction and creation. I'm going to move up the list to number 16, the personal computer, 1970s. It says, like the lever at 48 and the abacus at 43, it augmented humans' capabilities. Number 15 is the airplane. That's right, 1903 was the airplane. It transformed travel, warfare, and our view of the world. Number 14, gunpowder. Outsourced killing to a machine is what it says here. Number 13, one of my favorites, refrigeration. Discovering how to make cold would change the way we eat and live, almost as profound as the discovery of how to cook. Number 12, and this has moved down from number 1. Number 12 is sanitation systems. A major reason why we live 40 years longer than we did in 1880 is because of sanitation. Indoor plumbing was the number one thing 10 years ago that scientists and inventors voted that affected the most people. It's now number 12. Number 10, the steam engine, 1712, powered the factories, trains, and ships that drove the Industrial Revolution. Number 9, the internet. Now, do you know what year they credit the internet? 1960s. In the 1960s, the government started working on a network that we now call the internet. Number 8, vaccination. A British doctor, Edward Jenner, used a cowpox virus to protect against smallpox in 1796, but it wasn't until Louis Pasteur developed a rabies vaccine in 1885 that medicine and government began to accept the idea that making someone sick could prevent further sickness. Number 7, the internal combustion engine, late 19th century. It turned air and fuel into power, eventually replacing the steam engine, which is at number 10. Number 6 is paper. The idea of stamping images is natural if you have paper, but until then, it's economically unaffordable. Number 5, optical lenses. Refracting light through glasses is one of those simple ideas that took a mysteriously long time to catch on. The Romans had a glass industry, and there's even a passage in Seneca about the optical effects of a glass bowl of water. But it was centuries before the invention of eyeglasses dramatically raised the collective human IQ, and eventually led to the creation of the microscope and telescope. Number 4, semiconductor electronics, the physical foundation of the virtual world. Number 3, penicillin, 1928. Accidentally discovered in 1928, though antibiotics were not widely distributed until after World War II, when they became the silver bullet for any number of formerly deadly diseases. We only have 2 to go. What do you think is number 2 and number 1? Number 2, electricity. And then there was light. Numbers 4, 9, 16, 24, 28, 44, 45, and most of the recent rest of modern life. Number 1, 1430, the printing press. The printing press was nominated by 10 of our 12 panelists, 5 of whom ranked it in their top 3. Dyson described its invention as the turning point at which knowledge began freely replicating and quickly assuming a life of its own. Now, if you want to see all the descriptions of all the different things that this poll has and all the information that is into the study, you can go ahead and click the link in the description below. If you like this kind of thing, but your number 1 was not in this list, go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section. You know, I talk with people every day, and people ask me the same question. In computers, what's next? What's going to happen? What thing is not there today that somebody is just now thinking up in their mind? I can remember back to the early days of internet, and if you had told me there was a thing such as Google, eBay, Facebook, YouTube, all these things, I would have said, what are you talking about? But yet today they are a reality because somebody thought of them. All these things on this list at one point was not, and then somebody thought of them. So if you have a good idea, maybe it's something that someone else would like also. Give it a chance. Think it out, discover it, create it, and spread it to the world. Give it away and make everyone's life a better life. Well, YouTube, I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night.